draw it up that London was going to win the series after being down 2-1, especially having to play Game 5 up in Brampton, and they ended up squeaking out a 4-point win over that. Do you give some credit to that team for being able to overcome a deficit like that and coming in and taking Game 1 tonight?
I think they were well prepared. I think they've got that momentum going right now where they got out of that series with Brampton and they move on to us, and we've just been sitting around waiting, going over things, but we didn't shoot the ball well tonight. I didn't see the final stat sheet, but I know that we didn't shoot it well because I do all of the possessions, and there were a lot of possessions that were missed shots. We missed a lot of shots. Too much emphasis on the three-point shot.
Now, it was interesting that you guys, in your words, didn't play very well, didn't shoot the ball very well, but in the fourth quarter, you were still within a possession of tying this game up. Do you give your team some credit for being able to fight even though they didn't play very well tonight?
Yeah, that's what we asked them to do, We always tell them that, hey, you can hang tough with everybody in this league that we've played, and we played them all. So, I say that's what's expected of our team. But we even expected them to win. We wanted them to win tonight for the fans' sake and for our own sake. It's nice to get the first victory in this series. It's going to be tough, but on Wednesday we're going to have to come back and get the job done.
Now, this is going to be new for you guys. You got swept the first series. Now you're down 1-0 in this series, and a 7-game series at that. Does the 7-game series provide a different factor in this series now?
Yeah, it does because, we've got lots of time. We don't have to worry about what's going on, and we can, we got a lot of time to come back. But I think it's critical that we get the win on Wednesday. Level this thing off at 1-1, and then we go down to their territory, and maybe by then we'll be over this rusty kind of session, for us. We had a little rust tonight, especially on our shooting. That'll go away as we get into this series. All of that will be gone, and we'll be ready to play some really good basketball.
Now, London has a very good front court with Garrett Williamson and Tony Bennett. Is there anything that your team defensively needs to do in order to shut those guys down for the rest of the series?
Yeah, Williamson is a tough player. He's been around, and he's done a great job for London this year. And I look back at some of the old games when we played them, the 8 games, and actually we had an advantage there. We played them 8 times in the regular season, and we won 5 and lost 3. But if you look very carefully at the statistics, you found that Williamson guy was every game tough. And it's we're going to have to step up and play him a lot tougher.
Now, you guys outscored London in the paint tonight. Is that a strategy you guys are going to go towards during the next 5 games or 6 games, pardon me, if it goes that way?
Yeah, well, I definitely feel we're bigger than them. When you look at them, they're not real big, but they're quick, and they get up pretty good. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to really put on emphasis on getting inside. Guys like Chris Collins, DeAndre, Thomas had pretty good nights tonight, but they still didn't get the ball enough.
Coach, I'd like to thank you for your time tonight, and great analysis and excellent answers tonight. Best of luck, and have fun at practice tomorrow, and have fun motivating the guys for the rest of the series. We're looking forward to broadcasting on Wednesday night here. Thanks a lot, Coach. Take care. We'll enjoy us. The London Lightning came away in Game 1 of the National Basketball League of Canada Central Division Finals, 95-87 over the Windsor Express tonight at the WFCU Center. A rare home loss for the Windsor Express. And now I'm going to be joined by Coach Aaron McDonald. Coach, how's it going? Thank you for joining us tonight. And please tell us your thoughts on tonight's game.
It was tough. It was tough tonight. We didn't get back in transition defense. We didn't help and recover. We didn't close out. They moved the ball well tonight. We didn't sprint back, like I said, in defense, and that was the cause of a breakdown.
Now, speaking of that transition defense, it seemed that London was getting up the floor very quick, and within a few seconds they were getting to the rim if you guys weren't getting back. Is that something you guys need to fix for the rest of the series?
Yeah, we have to fix that immediately. We have to get back in transition defense and communicate and talk and know who we're guarding. Being able to help and recover is important in basketball defensively. Because if not, the whole defense breaks down, and then now guys are getting open looks. We saw that a lot tonight. Mims got a few open looks. Ellis got a few open looks. And then we also got to box out on the weak side. We can't let the guys just come in and tip the ball right in the basket like that. We got to box out and rebound.
Now, your team didn't play as well as they could have tonight, but in the fourth quarter they were still within a possession of tying this game. Can you give your team some credit for battling back, even though they didn't shoot the ball as well or defend as well as they usually can?
Yes, I give them credit. These guys work hard in practice every day, and they come out and try to implement the things we have going on in practice. So it's tough. You know, today was a tough loss, but you know, like there's 6 more games, so we got to come out and compete and look forward to Wednesday and coming out here giving it our all. We saw some positive things, but also we got to make more free throws. You know, our free throw percentage was probably very down this game. We got to do the little things, the little intangibles to help collectively as a team to win ball games.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your insight tonight. Really appreciate it. Have fun motivating the guys for Wednesday, and hope you guys come out for a win, and we'll see you after the game after. Thanks, predicting a win. Coach Aaron McDonald predicting a win for the Windsor
suggest
Express
against it.
Okay. Chris, please tell us your thoughts on tonight's game.
We played like crap. London played like a 2-time defending championship team. We weren't ready. We didn't play with effort. They got to every loose ball. They wanted this game more than us.
You guys had a chance to tie the game in the fourth quarter. Just couldn't get it done tonight. Heading into Wednesday's game in Windsor, what are the kind of things that you guys need to fix in order to get a win in Game 2?
A whole lot. No, not just joking. Honestly, you know what? We had 11 days off. I'm not making no excuses. They just came off a good, close, competitive series. And this is going to be a good series. It's going to be a dogfight. They came in our home court. They took one. We just got to even the series up to Wednesday, and then we got to go there and take one. I mean, that's as simple as playoff basketball. They outplayed us tonight, but we got to make sure they don't outplay us for 7.
Now, this is going to be the first time that the Windsor Express have played a 7-game series. Is that a different animal in itself, playing 7 games as opposed to 5?
Actually, I'm thankful right now there's 7 games because it could just be 5 and we could be down 0-1. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. I think it's just going to make whoever wins this series have to fight harder. And right now we down 0-1, so we're the team that's got to fight harder.
Well, Chris, thank you very much for taking the time out. Short and sweet tonight. Hopefully get some rest, and we'll see you back on Wednesday night, and hopefully we'll see a win from the Windsor Express.
Definitely.
That's right. Thank you very much, Chris. Chris Commons, team captain of the Windsor Express.
Great guy.
DJ,
Yes.
your thoughts on the team's game tonight?
I think that the team played. We all saw the game, and we all saw what London did, and what Windsor did tonight as well. But I don't see London playing any better than they did tonight, and we can definitely play better. We go out, play Windsor Express basketball, we're gonna win.
For sure. Now the team had a chance to tie the game in the late in the fourth quarter. Just couldn't get it done today. Are you seeing some positive things in tonight's game, even in the loss, that should transfer over to Wednesday?
Definitely. I mean, anytime you lose a game, you've got to take the lesson from it and go and improve the next day. And we've seen Windsor do that. So all they got to do, go to sleep tonight, go to sleep tomorrow, come out Wednesday, and do what needs to be done.
Now, you're in charge of the ambiance during the game and getting the crowd into it. Is there anything that you feel like the Windsor fans could do to help better support their teams in this playoff run?
All the Windsor fans have to realize is that they don't have to come in here and be quiet. They're able to get up, scream, and shout. That's it. You know what I mean? Don't be shy. Guys want to hear everybody into it, and getting everybody into it. We have the energy in the crowd. We put it out to the guys will feel it, and it will energize them, and then we go. We all in this together, so we just got to make some noise, do our part.
Absolutely. There was a point in time in this game where it seemed like the coaching staff was trying to get the crowd into it, and it seemed like it was an eruption in this stadium, in a game that the Windsor is is capable of winning, not to say they weren't tonight, but a game that they're better suited to win. Do you think that's a huge advantage for Windsor playing at home like that?
Always a huge advantage playing at home, especially when the crowd is behind you. Definitely. A lot of people talk about Windsor and a lot of the offense, but people always forget that we are the #1 defensive team in the league for the whole regular season. So we keep on doing that. Yes, London did win, but they only scored, what, 95? A respectable game, but we still played good defense. Right. So as long as they keep on playing defense, we're going to take it.
Anything else you'd like to add before we cut it off?
I love the city. I love this team. And we're going to do it. That's what I fully believe.
I hope that that happens tonight too. DJ Thor, one of the biggest supporters of the Windsor Express basketball team. We like to support DJ Thor because he likes to support us and keep those great tunes going before, during, and after the game. I'm a big fan of it. And if you want to check out DJ Thor, make sure to check him out on Facebook or Twitter, DJ Thor Windsor, for all of his shows and updates and all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much, DJ. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you on Wednesday for some of those great beats before, during, and after Windsor Express basketball games. Hopefully a win next time, for sure. Well, almost everybody is out of here at the WFCU Center, so it's almost time for curtains here. The Windsor Express are, again, they're losers of Game 1 of the National Basketball League of Canada Central Division Finals. 95-87 is the score. A lot can be improved on before Game 2 on Wednesday night at the WFCU Center. That's a 7 p.m. game. It's St. Paddy's Day night, but there's not a lot to celebrate here in Windsor. The Windsor Express fall in Game 1. We'll look to battle back in Game 2 on Wednesday night. Hopefully you join us on sportslive24.net for the broadcast of the game, and of course the post-game recap on xeayz.tv, a NOXTROM Digital Media production. From everyone at NOXTROM Digital Media, this is Brett Hedges saying thank you and good night. We'll see you Wednesday night after the game.
The ball, got it moving, and I mean, Zane just got it to me. It was a great pass out of the double team, and I just happened to hit it.
Wow. Now, overall, your team struggled tonight from the floor, but you still came out with the victory. What's it like being in a situation where you're not playing your best basketball, but you're in the game and you're trying to win in another team's home court?
You know, we had faith. Everybody from the first man to 12th man had faith on our bench. We knew that, you know, if we keep this game close down the stretch, make a couple shots late in the game, that we could, you know, definitely pull this one out, and that's what we did. We just kept bearing down, getting stops, making key shots. Alvin was huge down the stretch. He had 32 points, 16 boards. I mean, hitting key shots, keeping us in the game because no one else really had it going at that point. And we started moving the ball at the end, and I mean, I just happened to get the ball in my hands and made a big shot at the end.
Being at the right place at the right time certainly has its perks for it. Can you explain the kind of leadership that Elvin Mims provides your team? He had over 30 points tonight, 16 boards, a true veteran presence. How does that affect you as a younger player in this league?
I mean, he's just one of those quiet vets that leads by example. He just goes out there every night, plays his hardest, whether he's out there for 10, 15, 20, 40 minutes some nights. He just gives it all. He does it on both ends of the floor, rebounds, blocks shots, makes big shots. You know, he's got the complete game, and I mean, playing behind a guy like that just lets me learn a lot of things and just makes me better as a player. I mean, I'm learning from him. I'm seeing what he's doing and trying to emulate that when I come out on the court. It just gives me a lot of confidence when I play, knowing, you know, I'm learning from him, and he's a great player, and I'm just trying to do what he does.
Perfect. Now, your team has a 2-0 lead heading into London tomorrow night. How huge is this for your team heading into a home game tomorrow night, up 2-0?
I mean, anytime you can come in and steal 2 at home from a team as good as Windsor is, it feels great. I mean, we felt that if we got 1 out of the 2, we were in good shape. But I mean, going home 2-0 now, we know it's not over. Windsor's a great team. They're going to battle. They're going to give it their all, especially tomorrow night. But you know, we feel we're really confident right now. We're gelling at the right time. We're playing great basketball, even though tonight was kind of ugly. But the score shows that we came out on top, and that's all that matters. Is the W. So we're not worried about it.
Now, heading back home on Thursday, tomorrow night, actually, you guys draw a lot of fans. How much do you guys draw on those fans to help you during home games?
I mean, it's great because you're tired down the stretch, and those fans just do such a great job of filling up that building and kind of creating that electric atmosphere. And when you hear them all, you know, chanting your name or just pretty much exploding after a big play, you get so much momentum, and you just feel so energized on the defensive end that you just want to get stops. You want to make more big plays. You want to go on a run, and our fans are just huge. They're the #1 reason why we're so tough at home.
Sure. Now, you guys were down 2-1 in the Brampton series before you came back, won Game 4 and then Game 5 on the road. And your fans travel well. How have your fans on the road helped you try and get down, come back from the deficits that you've been in?
Well, I mean, when you have 250 fans show up to a home game like that, I mean, to a road game like that, and they have about 250 fans, it's almost like a neutral site. We don't feel, any pressure. Our fans are being louder than we feel good. They're supporting us behind the bench. They're encouraging guys, motivating guys, trying to get us to play our best basketball, and we go out there and try to play for them. And I mean, it's vice versa. It's just a great feeling.
Now, taking away from today's game, you're a former Windsor Lancer and you're a former member of the Windsor Express. Is there a place for Windsor in your heart as a basketball player?
I mean, absolutely. I played 3 years at the University of Windsor, and last year here for the Express, their inaugural season. I mean, Windsor basketball, I love it. I love the community. I love the fans here. I love everything about it. But it was just one of those decisions I had to make to feel, I could win a championship with London, and that's what's missing in my career right now is a championship. And I felt that the best place for me was London. And I mean, it's showing right now. We're up 2-0, and we're looking to close out at home.
Now, professional basketball at its finest. Now, Greg, you were teammates with Kevin Loisel last year. What's it like playing against a guy, specifically guarding a guy who you were so close with last year and now playing against now?
I mean, it's definitely tough, but when you get between these lines, it's all business. I mean, you forget about those guys that they're your friends, and they do the same thing. They forget that we're friends. After the game, we can talk, high five, smile, do whatever. But when we're in between these lines, it's a battle. Everybody's got paychecks, they got families to feed, and they're trying to win, we're trying to win, so you forget about all that. But I mean, I'm still really good friends with a lot of guys on this team. I love Coach Jones. I love the assistant coaches here, and everybody's great to me. But like I said, when it comes between these lines, it's business, and they feel the same way.
Sorry, just wanted to clarify the final score was 82-81 tonight. Greg Surmaz with the winning basket at the buzzer. It seemed like time stood still at that time, and time's going to generate towards the game tomorrow night. Greg, thank you very much for your time here. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we cut it off?
No, that's good. Thanks for everything.
Thank you very much, Greg. Take care. Peterborough native, a former Windsor Lancer and a former Express player, putting the dagger in the hearts of the Windsor Express tonight. The London Lightning go on the road and take 2 games from the Windsor Express in the first 2 games of the National Basketball League of Canada Central Division final series. Is the best of 7 series, so the Windsor Express do have some leeway to work with, but it's going to be tough going into London tomorrow night at the Budweiser Gardens, where they can pack 5,000-6,000 players, 5,000-6,000 fans at a time, and it's a crazy, crazy atmosphere in there. Best of luck to the Windsor Express on their game tomorrow night. Now, this game was played by the Windsor Express without their leading scorer, Stephon Bonneau, who sat out the night with undisclosed injury. He has been ruled out for tomorrow night's game as well. Up here now, here with Windsor Express player of the game, DeAndre Thomas. Now, DeAndre, had yourself a good game tonight, but it wasn't enough tonight as London comes out with the buzzer beater victory. I know this kind of stings, but can you tell us what kind of sting it is?
You don't want this feeling. I'd rather them come in and beat us by 20 than hit a shot like that to beat us. But he hit the shot. Game wasn't over. He hit the shot at the end. That's all I can say. Hard-fought game. They came out. They pulled the victory out. So we got to go into London, tough environment. We got to go in there and get 2 wins. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Now, Siegel, your team's game. Your team struggled a little bit on Monday night, and you guys played out, had a better game plan tonight. You guys shot the ball better. Can you give us a comment about your team's effort and your ability to play tonight after having a so-so game on Monday?
The effort there. We just missing shots man. It ain't nothing else we can say. We just got to go out and play.
I understand. Now, you guys played without Stephon Bonneau tonight. What kind of hole does it leave on your offense when a guy like that doesn't play?
Nothing. Next man got to step up. We've been doing it all year. When I set up my 7 games, the next man stepped up. When Chris had to sit out 1 game, when Steph was hurt, when Dunk was out in the first game of the season, we still was the #1 team in the league. So the next man got to step up. That's all what matters. The next man step up, we win.
Completely understand. Now, the final 8 seconds, can you take us what was going through on your bench and on your side of the floor when that happened?
Get in there, Dunk hit the free throws, get down, get a stop. Don't let him score. But miss the free throws. It's nobody's fault. It's basketball. So he came down, hit the shot. That's it. It was a fluke play. He hit the shot. He fell on the floor. He got to scramble balls. The basketball guys is on their side today. That's all what matters right now.
Anything else you'd like to add before we cut it off?
No, I'm all right, man.
All right. Thank you very much, DeAndre. I really appreciate your time. Take care and have a good game tomorrow, my friend. Well, you heard it here. No excuses from the Windsor Express tonight, including from DeAndre Thomas, who was named the player of the game. Elvin Mims had himself a heck of a game as well for the London Lightning. He scored 30-plus points, had 16 rebounds, and it seemed like whenever his team needed a big shot, he was there to knock it down. No. Anything? Yeah. Well, maybe we'd like to have Shanika Williams come on out. She's our sideline reporter here at xeayz.tv, and she's also a St. Clair College journalism student. She's not feeling so well today, and she's pretty bummed out about the loss, but we're going to talk to her today anyway. Shanika, please tell us your thoughts on today's game.
I am so sad that that was the end result. We played so well through the whole game. There were some things we could have done a little bit better, but it was so crushing to see that layup go in. So crushing.
Now, how long did it feel like the last 8 seconds were to you? Because you were up in the media booth with us as well. Did it seem like it was 8 minutes instead of 8 seconds?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I was at the edge of my seat. I was like, I can't even believe this is happening. It was way more than 8 seconds, I feel.
For sure. Now, at the end of the game, we're talking around the scoreboard. They're trying to look into whether or not that basket was good or not. We do not have replay available to us in the NBL Canada, and definitely something that can be looked at. Heading into the games in Thursday and Sunday, what do you think the Express need to do to come out and win in a very tough environment?
Well, they're going to be on London's home court. They are going to most definitely need to come out with the most intensity from the very beginning of the game. They need to defense is key. Defense wins championships, so that's something they definitely need to focus on, and more offensive rebounds.
For sure. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we cut it off?
Express Nation, we rule. Woo!
That's right. You heard it here from Shanika Williams and Brett Hedges. The crowd here at the WFCU Center is gone. Unfortunately, we have been the losers of 2 straight games here at the hands of the London Lightning, the 2-time defending national champs. They've never lost a playoff series in their organization's history, and that's definitely a factor heading into tomorrow night's game in London. And short rest, but I'm pretty sure the Express can do it. You have any advice for the guys before they take on these 2 tough games?
Rest up a little bit, guys, and remain a team and fight through adversity.
Wise words from a wise woman. Thank you very much, Shanika, for all your help tonight. She's our sideline reporter, always gives us 110% and gives you 110%, all the viewers on xeayz.tv. That's everything from everyone here at the WFCU Center. This could possibly be our last recap, because if the London Lightning sweep the series, we will not have another home game. So from everyone who has been watching us for the last year and a half, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done. Everyone that's helped out at NOXTROM Digital Media, Mitchell, Kobe K, Ashley, Nicole, Mike Thomas, Betty Goodell, and of course your humble servant, Alejandro de Romero. The main reason why I'm here today, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity that they've been giving me to expand my career in sports journalism, expand other people's careers in other things like that. So big thank you to everyone for the from the WFCU Center, for the Windsor Express, for NOXTROM Digital Media. This is Brett Hedges and Shanika Williams saying good night, and we're hoping that there's another game.